I'm Sheldon, the lead investigator for this case. Today, I will be sharing the findings from our investigation into a fatal cargo hold incident on the MV Reservoir, which happened in Panama City, Florida. In September, during a cargo loading operation, a 28-year-old stevedore tragically lost his life after being crushed by a paper roll weighing 2 tons each. The vessel pitched with a wave and causing the suspended rod to swing and pin the worker against the cargo hold wall. At the same time, the crane operator had no clear line of sight to the worker in the hole, which made it impossible to react in time. Following the incident, the Premier Bark Stevedoring LLC was fined $43,750 by OSHA for failing to comply with safety standards. Our investigation found 6 major safety management failures that lead to this tragic incident. The first one is lack of visibility. The crane operator could not clearly see into the cargo hold, so they have no direct view of the signalman or the worker inside. Without that visibility, it was impossible to position the lock safely, which increased the chance of someone getting hit. The secondly is ineffective communication. There was no proper radio link or agreed set of hand signal between the crane operator and the stevedore. Without a clear communication, the team could not coordinate well, and that caused confusion during the lead. The third one is vessel movement hazard. The ship was pitching because of waves, but these movements were not taken into account in the lifting plan. As a result, the suspended paper roll swung unpredictability, which is extremely dangerous in a type of cargo hold. The next safety management failure is procedural gaps. There was no proper permit to work system for heavy lifting in hazard or confined space. This type of permit is very crucial because it forces a risk assessment and sets a clear safety measure before any job begins. The next one is lack of accident prevention training. The supervisor in charge of loading didn't have enough training on OSHA accident prevent rules. That means they were not ready to spot the hazard or stop the unsafe action in time. Last one is the failure to follow the safety standards. The company had already been cited before for safety issue, yet they still didn't ensure the crane operator have a clear line of sight or keep the worker away from swinging loads. This show they were ongoing the problem without following safety regulations. All of these gaps combined create a very unsafe working environment. One will just a single mistake of unexpected event could lead to the fatal outcome, and unfortunately it did. These 6 safety management failures clearly show why the incident happened and highlight the urgent need for the stronger safety practices. Now I will hand over to my colleague who will explain the next part of our investigation. Thank you.
Good morning, member of the board. Following our investigations into last month's fatal cargo hold incident, I will focus on 2 key areas: protection of human life and marine environment, also action to manage the risks in future. First, protecting human life begins with transparent operations. We recommend mandating the use of radios or headset for continuous communications and installing CCTV cameras inside cargo holds to give crane operators full visibility during loading and unloading. Second, strict safety protocols must be enforced. This includes regular hazard recognition training and emergency drill, so workers can identify risks and respond quickly. We also propose a formal permit to work process for all high-risk tasks, ensuring hazards are assessed and controlled before operation begins. When we safeguard human life, cargo can be handled securely, which also prevents environmental harm, avoiding debris or spills into the sea. Next, I will be presenting targeted action to manage 3 key categories of risks: environmental, financial, and human life risks. First, environmental risks. We must ensure secure packaging by using netting or wrapping directly around paper rolls to prevent debris, even in the event of an accident. These steps reduce marine pollution and safeguard marine life. In addition, we will set operational threshold, monitoring real-time wave height, wind speed, and ship stability. Hoisting will only process when conditions are within safe parameters, such as wave heights under 1.5 meters and wind speeds below 15 knots. Second, financial risks. We recommend investing in safety equipment, including safety gears, surveillance systems, and communication tools to prevent costly accidents. Furthermore, we must ensure insurance and legal compliance with OSHA and maritime safety regulations, protecting the company from fines, lawsuits, and major losses. Finally, human life risks, our top priority. We propose pre-operation risk assessments to identify hazards before cargo loading, ensuring supervisors and crane operators intervene if unsafe conditions arise. We also deploy real-time tracking and emergency response measures using wearable devices to monitor the worker locations and maintain accessible first aid kits, train responder, and evacuation protocols. In summary, these actions form a comprehensive risk management approach that not only prevent incidents but also protect our crew, our assets, and our environment. Thank you.
Regarding recommendation to avoid accident, firstly, automated motion-triggered interlock system should be installed on shipboard crane to prevent hoisting during unsafe sea conditions. Many crane accidents occur when lifting continues despite excessive vessel motion, often due to over-reliance on human judgment. Interlock systems that monitor real-time wave height, wind speed, and roll angle can automatically halt crane operations once thresholds are exceeded, avoiding escalations of dangerous condition. These systems eliminate uncertainty and create consistent safety standards across vessels. To support this, maritime regulation should mandate such technology, and classification societies should include motion monitoring in vessel certification. Secondly, cranes should be equipped with visual aid and personnel detection system to address visibility issues during cargo handling. Operator often cannot see worker in cargo hold, and traditional communication methods are unreliable in noisy or obstructed spaces. Installing 360-degree camera, infrared sensor, and RFID-based proximity alerts integrated with crane control allow for automatic pausing or redirections of load when crew are detected in danger zone. This reduces reliance on manual coordination and enhance safety margins. Furthermore, situational awareness training should be extended to the entire cargo handling team, not just officers. A key factor in many accidents is the lack of awareness and poor communication between crane operator and crew working in cargo hold. All personnel involved in loading operations must be trained to recognize environmental changes such as vessel motion and understand how this shift can introduce new risks. This shared awareness enables team to respond quickly and collectively to evolving hazards. Crew members should be encouraged to speak up or stop operation if they notice unsafe condition. Additionally, personal use of mobile phone during operation should be restricted, as it distracts from maintaining full attention and increase the likelihood of error. To reinforce this training, the STCW code, Table A4, 1-4, Personnel Safety and Social Responsibility PSSR program should be updated to include obtaining and maintaining situational awareness as a specific learning outcome. This would move away from vague descriptor like familiarization with international accident prevention measures and instead require clearly defined competencies. By standardizing these expectations across all training centers, the maritime industry can ensure consistent knowledge, understanding, and proficiency among seafarers, equipping them to recognize and respond to safety risks in real time. So, in conclusion, 1 in 4 accidents on ship over 500 gross ton is linked to cargo operations, indicating that this area remains particularly hazardous and in urgent need of targeted safety intervention. Not only should those recommendations be incorporated into policy, rules, and regulations by relevant parties like IMO, but every individual involved in operation must also commit to following these protocols rigorously. Without full compliance, even the most advanced technologies and training cannot prevent accidents from occurring again. So that's all for the investigation. Thank you.